So what it is, we don't know, but it is weird, and you'd think someone would tell us what was going on since this happened back in 2013.
Drones, the aerial voyeurs of the modern age, possess an uncanny ability to capture secrets hidden from our eyes. Equipped with cameras and a thirst for adventure, they soar to breathtaking heights and navigate treacherous terrain, unveiling captivating vistas that would otherwise remain hidden from us. Join us as we unveil 18 jaw-dropping moments where drones capture what no one was supposed to see. Number 18, Mount Rushmore's hidden chamber. High atop the granite faces of Mount Rushmore, a drone has uncovered a long-forgotten secret, a hidden chamber carved deep into the rock that was meant to house the nation's most precious documents and artifacts. The chamber, known as the Hall of Records, was the brainchild of sculptor Gutzon Borglum, who envisioned it as a repository of knowledge that would endure for thousands of years. As the drone hovered over the massive sculpture, it detected an anomaly in the rock face behind Abraham Lincoln's head. Closer inspection revealed a small opening, measuring approximately 18 feet tall and 75 feet long, that led to a cavernous space nearly 75 feet long and 35 feet high. Inside the chamber, the drone's cameras captured a site that had been hidden for decades. A massive vault, its walls lined with empty shelves and dusty alcoves that were meant to hold the nation's most cherished treasures. The Hall of Records was to be a time capsule of sorts, preserving the history and ideals of the United States for future generations. While the chamber remains unfinished and empty, its discovery has reignited interest in Borglum's grand vision. Some have called for the completion of the Hall of Records, arguing that it would be a fitting tribute to the sculptor's legacy and a powerful symbol of the enduring spirit of the American people. Number 17, discovery in the city of Petra. In the ancient city of Petra, Jordan, a drone has uncovered a startling discovery that is rewriting the history books. A massive ceremonial platform hidden beneath the desert sands for over 2,000 years. The platform, which measures over 184 feet long and 160 feet wide, was revealed by satellite imagery and confirmed by subsequent drone surveys of the area. Petra, which was once the thriving capital of the Nabatean kingdom, is renowned for its stunning rock-cut architecture and intricate water management systems. However, the discovery of the ceremonial platform suggests that there is still much to be learned about this ancient city and the people who built it. According to archaeologists, the platform was likely used for religious ceremonies and public gatherings, serving as a focal point for the city's social and political life. The structure is unlike anything else found in Petra to date, with its massive size and carefully hewn stone blocks hinting at the incredible skill and resources of the Nabatean people. The discovery of the platform was made possible by advances in drone technology, which allowed archaeologists to survey previously inaccessible areas of the city and create detailed 3D maps of the site. The high-resolution imagery captured by the drones revealed subtle variations in the color and texture of the desert sands, indicating the presence of buried structures beneath the surface. Number 16, stone faces. High atop Mount Nemrut in southeastern Turkey, a drone has captured breathtaking footage of a mysterious and awe-inspiring sight. The colossal stone heads of the ancient gods and kings of the Commagene kingdom. The heads, which measure up to 30 feet tall and weigh over 6 tons each, are arranged in a circular pattern around a massive man-made mound, creating an otherworldly landscape that has captivated visitors for centuries. The origins of the stone heads are shrouded in mystery, but archaeologists believe they were erected in the 1st century BC by King Antiochus, the first Theos of Commagene, a small kingdom that once straddled the border between Turkey and Syria. The heads depict a pantheon of gods and goddesses from Greek, Armenian, and Persian traditions, as well as King Antiochus himself, who claimed to be a descendant of both Alexander the Great and the Persian king Darius I. The drone footage reveals the incredible scale and detail of the stone heads, with their intricately carved features and serene expressions still visible after more than 2,000 years of exposure to the elements. The heads are arranged in pairs, with each pair representing a divine being and a corresponding animal symbol, such as the god Zeus with an eagle or the goddess Tyche with a lion. But perhaps the most striking feature of the site is the man-made mound itself, which rises over 160 feet above the surrounding landscape and is visible for miles around. The mound is believed to be the burial place of King Antiochus, who hoped to create a lasting monument to his own divinity and the gods he worshipped. Number 15. Unidentified aerial Enigma. In the skies above Ventura, California, a drone pilot has captured stunning footage of a mysterious and unidentified object that has left experts scratching their heads. The footage, which shows a large black square and two smaller spherical objects hovering in the clouds, has sparked intense speculation and debate among UFO enthusiasts and skeptical observers alike. The drone pilot, who was out filming aerial footage for a local real estate company, says he noticed the strange objects out of the corner of his eye and immediately trained his camera on them. The objects, which appeared to be moving independently of each other and performing complex maneuvers, did not resemble any known aircraft or natural phenomena. As the drone continued to track the objects, the pilot says he became increasingly unnerved by their behavior, which seemed to defy the laws of physics. The black square, which measured approximately 30 feet across, appeared to be completely featureless and was flanked by two smaller objects, which darted around it in a seemingly random pattern. The footage quickly went viral on social media, with many people speculating that the objects could be evidence of extraterrestrial activity or some kind of top-secret military technology. However, experts in the field of aviation and aerospace have been more cautious in their assessments, noting that the objects do not conform to any known principles of aerodynamics or propulsion. Despite numerous attempts to identify the objects, including analyses by government agencies and independent researchers, the mystery remains unsolved. Some have suggested that the footage could be a hoax or a case of mistaken identity, while others believe that it represents a genuine unknown phenomenon that warrants further investigation. Number 14. Uncontacted Amazon tribe. Deep in the heart of the Amazon rainforest, a drone has uncovered compelling evidence of an isolated indigenous group thriving near the remote Juruzinho River. The footage, captured by Brazil's Indigenous Affairs Agency, FUNAI, offers a tantalizing glimpse into a world untouched by modern civilization. As the drone soared above the dense canopy, it revealed signs of human habitation, meticulously constructed huts, cultivated crops, and even the occasional sighting of tribespeople going about their daily lives. This extraordinary discovery sheds light on the existence of indigenous communities who have chosen to remain cut off from the outside world, preserving their ancient way of life. The use of drones in this context is revolutionizing the way researchers study uncontacted tribes. By providing a bird's-eye view of the tribe's territory, drones can help identify areas that require protection and monitor any threats to their survival, all without risking direct contact that could potentially introduce diseases or disrupt their way of life. Number 13. China's forgotten bike graveyards. In the bustling cities of China, a drone has captured a haunting sight: vast graveyards of abandoned bicycles, stretching as far as the eye can see. The eerie footage reveals the dark side of China's once booming bike-sharing industry, which has left behind a legacy of environmental waste and urban clutter. At the height of the bike-sharing craze, companies like Ofo and Mobike flooded Chinese cities with millions of brightly colored bicycles, offering a convenient and eco-friendly alternative to cars and public transportation. But as supply quickly outpaced demand, many of these bikes ended up abandoned on city streets, clogging sidewalks and public spaces. As the drone footage reveals, the problem of abandoned bikes has only gotten worse over time. In cities like Shanghai and Beijing, vast piles of broken and rusting bicycles have accumulated in makeshift graveyards, some containing tens of thousands of bikes. The scale of the problem is staggering. It is estimated that there are now over 25 million shared bikes in China, many of which are no longer in use. The abandoned bikes not only create an eyesore but also pose a serious environmental hazard as they slowly decay and leach toxic chemicals into the soil and water. Number 12. Drone captures sinking ship. Off the coast of Florida, a drone has captured the stunning footage of a 180-foot freighter surrounded by over 200 boats as it slowly slips beneath the waves and plunges into the depths of the ocean. The ship, originally built in 1965, had been confiscated by the U.S. Customs and Border Protection authorities in Miami during a drug bust operation in 2018. But rather than letting the vessel go to waste, authorities decided to give it a new purpose, as part of an artificial reef project designed to promote tourism and create new habitats for marine life. As the freighter sank to its final resting place, approximately 100 feet below the surface, the drone's cameras captured every moment of its descent. The crystal-clear waters of the region, which have made Florida one of the world's premier diving destinations, allowed for an unparalleled view of the ship's transformation from a once proud vessel to a new addition to the state's extensive network of artificial reefs. The sinking of the freighter is just one example of Florida's innovative approach to creating new dive sites and promoting ecotourism. By intentionally sinking decommissioned ships and other structures, authorities are not only providing new opportunities for adventure-seeking divers, but also creating new habitats for a wide variety of marine species. Number 11, playing with fire. In a heart-stopping display of nature's power, a team of extreme weather enthusiasts captured incredible footage of a drone flying directly into the heart of a tornado in Oklahoma. The drone, piloted by the team during a severe heat wave, managed to penetrate the outer walls of the twister and enter the eerily calm eye of the storm. The footage offers a never-before-seen perspective of one of nature's most destructive forces, providing researchers with valuable data on the inner workings of these powerful vortexes. Tornadoes, also known as twisters, are typically less than 1,000 feet in diameter and move at speeds of less than 110 miles per hour. Despite their relatively small size and slow speed compared to other weather phenomena, tornadoes can cause immense devastation, making them one of the most feared and unpredictable natural disasters. As the drone continued its journey into the heart of the tornado, the footage captured the moment when the twister began to dissipate, its once powerful winds slowly dying down until the drone emerged unscathed on the other side. Number 10, the Priate Footage. The abandoned city of Priate, Ukraine, has long been a symbol of the devastating consequences of nuclear disaster. Once a thriving metropolis of 50,000 people, Priate was quickly evacuated in the aftermath of the catastrophic accident at the nearby Chernobyl nuclear power plant on April 26, 1986. Now, more than 3 decades later, a drone has captured eerie footage of the city's empty streets and crumbling buildings, offering a haunting glimpse into a world frozen in time. The Chernobyl disaster, which occurred when a sudden surge of power during a reactor systems test destroyed Unit 4 of the nuclear power station, is considered the worst nuclear accident in history. The explosion and subsequent fire released massive amounts of radioactive material into the atmosphere, contaminating a vast area of Ukraine and neighboring Belarus. As the drone footage reveals, the once bustling city of Priate now lies in ruins, its buildings slowly being reclaimed by nature. The ghostly images of abandoned schools, hospitals, and apartment blocks serve as a stark reminder of the tens of thousands of lives that were forever changed by the disaster. Despite the passage of time, the area around Chernobyl remains heavily contaminated, and access to Priate is strictly limited. The drone footage offers a rare and hauntingly beautiful glimpse into a city that has become an enduring symbol of the dangers of nuclear power and the fragility of human progress. Number 9, the Boneyard. In the arid desert of Arizona, a drone has captured stunning footage of the Davis-Monthan Air Force Base, home to the largest aircraft storage and preservation facility in the world. Known colloquially as the Boneyard, this sprawling facility covers over 2,600 acres and is home to more than 4,400 decommissioned military aircraft. As the drone soars over the base, it reveals a seemingly endless expanse of aircraft of all shapes and sizes, from massive cargo planes to sleek fighter jets. The planes are arranged in neat rows, their metal skins gleaming under the harsh desert sun. The Boneyard serves as a vital resource for the U.S. military, allowing the Air Force to store and preserve aircraft that are no longer in active service. Many of these planes are used for parts to maintain active aircraft, while others are kept in storage for potential future use. The dry desert climate of Arizona is ideal for aircraft storage, with low humidity and minimal rainfall helping to prevent corrosion and deterioration. The high altitude of the base also helps preserve the aircraft, as the thin air reduces the risk of oxidation and other chemical reactions. As the drone continues its journey over the Boneyard, it captures the sheer scale of the operation, with aircraft stretching as far as the eye can see. Number 8, found by drone. In a heart-wrenching tale of survival and the power of technology, a 75-year-old man named Peter Pugh was miraculously found alive in Titchwell Marsh, England, thanks to the keen eye of a police drone. Pugh had become separated from his family during an afternoon walk along the treacherous marshlands, known for their deep mud and dense vegetation. As the hours passed and Pugh failed to return, his worried family reported him missing, prompting an immediate response from local authorities. Police quickly launched a multifaceted search operation, deploying helicopters, search dogs, and a fleet of drones to scour the unforgiving terrain. The marshlands, with their maze-like network of channels and reed beds, posed a daunting challenge for the search teams. The thick, chest-high vegetation and the ever-present risk of becoming mired in the deep mud made traditional ground searches both dangerous and time-consuming. But it was the agility and bird's-eye perspective of the drones that would ultimately prove to be the game-changer in the race against time. As the drones buzzed overhead, their high-resolution cameras scanned the landscape below, searching for any sign of the missing man. Finally, after hours of tireless searching, a sharp-eyed drone operator noticed a small, unnatural movement amidst the sea of green. Zeroing in on the location, the drone's camera revealed an incredible sight. Peter Pugh, exhausted and mud-covered, but alive and clinging to a small patch of dry land. Number 7, drone versus fugitive. In a dramatic turn of events, a Chinese fugitive named Song Jiang was finally apprehended after evading capture for an astonishing 17 years, thanks to the keen eye of a police drone. Song's run from the law came to an end when the unmanned aerial vehicle spotted his ingeniously hidden cave hideout in the mountains of Yunnan Province, southwestern China. Song's story began in 2002 when he escaped from a prison camp after being convicted of trafficking women and children. Vanishing into the wilderness, he effectively disappeared from the grid, leaving authorities scratching their heads as they embarked on a fruitless manhunt that spanned nearly 2 decades. Unbeknownst to his pursuers, Song had found the perfect sanctuary in the rugged, mountainous terrain of his hometown. With a combination of survival skills and sheer determination, he managed to carve out a primitive yet functional living space within a small, concealed cave, nestled on a steep hillside far from the prying eyes of civilization. As the drones methodically combed the mountainside, their high-resolution cameras spotted a curious anomaly: a small, seemingly out-of-place steel roof jutting out from the rocky slope. Upon closer inspection, the roof was found to be part of a crude doorway, barely distinguishable from the surrounding rock face, and accompanied by telltale signs of human habitation, such as scattered litter and the remains of a rudimentary cooking fire. The drones had found Song Jiang's elusive hideout, and armed with this information, police moved in swiftly to apprehend the long-sought fugitive. After nearly 2 decades on the run, Song was taken into custody, his time as a free man coming to an abrupt end in the face of unrelenting technological progress. Number 6, the Colossus of the Apennines. In the heart of Italy's picturesque Apennine Mountains, a drone has captured stunning footage of a little-known masterpiece of Renaissance sculpture, the Apennine Colossus. This colossal figure, which stands an impressive 35 feet tall and weighs over 1,100 tons, has long been overshadowed by the more famous works of art in nearby Florence and Rome. But thanks to the drone's unique perspective, it is finally getting the recognition it deserves. The Apennine Colossus was created in the late 16th century by the Italian sculptor Giambologna, who was commissioned by the powerful Medici family to create a monumental work of art that would showcase their wealth and power. Giambologna chose to depict a giant male figure reclining on the mountainside with his head resting on his hand, as if lost in contemplation. The drone footage captures the incredible detail and craftsmanship of the Colossus, from the intricate folds of his drapery to the lifelike texture of his hair and beard. But what really sets the Colossus apart is the way in which it interacts with the surrounding landscape, its massive form seeming to emerge organically from the rock and soil of the mountain itself. Now it's time for today's subscriber pick. No one had to see this. Drone captures what no one was supposed to see. In China, a drone captured a baffling spectacle. Thousands of people scaling a mountain, harness-free and seemingly without purpose. The footage, taken by an astonished observer, has sparked widespread curiosity. While videos of goats effortlessly conquering cliffs are common, humans undertaking such feats without reason is unheard of. This perilous ascent appears both daunting and dangerous. What could possibly explain this bizarre behavior? Let us know in the comments. Number 5, a rescue mission. In a heart-wrenching tale of survival and the power of technology, a 6-year-old boy was miraculously found alive in a dense forest thanks to the keen eye of a police drone equipped with a thermal camera. The young boy had wandered away from his family during a hiking trip and became lost in the thick wilderness, unable to find his way back as darkness fell. As the hours passed and the boy failed to return, his worried family contacted local authorities, prompting an immediate response from search and rescue teams. Police quickly launched a multifaceted search operation, deploying helicopters, search dogs, and a fleet of drones to scour the unforgiving terrain. The dense forest, with its towering trees and thick underbrush, posed a daunting challenge for the search teams. The lack of visibility and the ever-present risk of the young boy succumbing to hypothermia or dehydration made traditional ground searches both dangerous and time-consuming. But it was the thermal imaging capabilities of the police drone that would ultimately prove to be the game-changer in the race against time. As the drone buzzed overhead, its infrared camera scanned the forest floor below, searching for any signs of life amidst the sea of green. Finally, after hours of tireless searching, the drone's thermal camera detected a small heat signature hidden deep within the forest. Zeroing in on the location, the drone's operator directed search teams to the boy's exact position, where they found him cold and frightened, but otherwise unharmed. Number 4, no tree forest. In a haunting display of the devastating effects of climate change, a drone has captured chilling footage of a once lush forest in Cochise Lake, Washington, now reduced to a barren landscape of beheaded tree stumps. The eerie images reveal the stark reality of the region's severe drought, which has left the lake's water levels at record lows and exposed a long-forgotten logging operation from over a century ago. As the drone soars over the exposed lake bed, it reveals a scene that looks more like a post-apocalyptic wasteland than a thriving forest ecosystem. Hundreds of tree stumps protrude from the cracked and parched earth. The stumps, some of which measure over 10 feet in diameter, are the remnants of a logging operation that took place in the early 1900s when the area was first cleared for timber production. At the time, the lake was dammed to create a reservoir for irrigation and drinking water, submerging the stumps beneath the surface. But as the region's drought has worsened in recent years, the lake's water levels have dropped to unprecedented lows, revealing the long-buried stumps and the scars of the past logging operation. The exposed lakebed has become a stark reminder of the environmental damage wrought by decades of unsustainable logging practices and the urgent need to address the growing threat of climate change. As the drone continues its haunting journey over the lifeless landscape, it captures a scene that is both beautiful and deeply unsettling. The twisted stumps, bleached white by the sun and wind, stand in stark contrast to the deep blue of the receding lake, creating an otherworldly landscape that seems more at home on a distant planet than the once lush forests of the Pacific Northwest. Number 3, mysterious crop circle. In a remote field in northern France, a drone has captured stunning footage of a mysterious crop circle that has left local farmers and residents scratching their heads. The intricate pattern, which spans over 600 feet in diameter, appeared seemingly overnight, with no clear explanation for its creation. The crop circle, which is in the shape of a complex geometric pattern known as a Templar cross, was first discovered by a local farmer who was out inspecting his fields. The farmer, who has lived in the area for over 50 years, claims to have never seen anything like it before, and was at a loss to explain how it could have appeared so suddenly and without any apparent human intervention. As word of the mysterious crop circle spread, Crowds of curious onlookers and amateur investigators descended on the small town, eager to catch a glimpse of the enigmatic pattern. Some speculated that the crop circle was the work of extraterrestrial beings, while others dismissed it as an elaborate hoax perpetrated by mischievous pranksters. But as the drone footage reveals, the crop circle is no ordinary creation. The intricate pattern features interlocking circles and precise geometric shapes. The footage, which has been shared widely on social media, has only added to the mystique surrounding the crop circle. Some have even claimed to have experienced strange sensations or visions while standing within the pattern, leading to speculation that it may hold some sort of mystical or spiritual significance. Despite the best efforts of local authorities and agricultural experts, the origins of the crop circle remain a mystery. Some have suggested that it may be a marketing stunt or an elaborate piece of land art, while others cling to the belief that it is evidence of extraterrestrial intelligence. Number 2, hanging coffins. In the remote mountains of Sichuan, China, a drone has captured haunting footage of an ancient burial practice that has long been shrouded in mystery: the hanging coffins of the Bo people. These wooden coffins, some of which are over 2,000 years old, can be seen suspended precariously from the sides of sheer cliffs, hundreds of feet above the ground. The practice of hanging coffins is believed to have originated with the Bo people, an ancient ethnic group that once inhabited the region. According to local legends, the Bo believed that by placing their dead high up on the cliffs, they were bringing them closer to heaven and ensuring a smooth transition into the afterlife. The coffins themselves are a reflection of the skill and ingenuity of the Bo people. Carved from a single piece of wood and decorated with intricate carvings and paintings, each coffin is a unique work of art. Some are even adorned with the personal belongings of the deceased, such as clothing, jewelry, and tools. Despite the passage of time, many of the hanging coffins remain remarkably well preserved, thanks in part to the dry, cool climate of the region. But as the drone footage reveals, the coffins are also incredibly fragile, with many showing signs of deterioration and damage from exposure to the elements. Number 1, incredible deep-sea turtle nesting. Off the coast of Australia, a drone has captured breathtaking footage of one of the world's most incredible natural wonders: the mass nesting of green sea turtles on the remote beaches of Rain Island. Located on the outer edges of the Great Barrier Reef, Rain Island is the world's largest remaining nesting site for green sea turtles, with up to 60,000 females returning each year to lay their eggs in the sand. But despite the island's ecological importance, monitoring the turtle population has long been a challenge due to its remote location in treacherous waters. Enter the drone, which has revolutionized the way scientists study these magnificent creatures. Equipped with high-resolution cameras and advanced sensors, the drone is able to capture detailed images and video footage of the nesting turtles from a safe distance without disturbing their natural behavior. The footage captured by the drone is nothing short of spectacular. From above, the island appears to be blanketed in a writhing mass of green and brown shells as thousands of female turtles haul themselves up onto the beach to dig their nests and lay their eggs. The sheer scale of the nesting event is staggering, with turtles packed so tightly together that they are often forced to climb over each other to reach the sand. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.